Welcome. Today we're going to talk about forgiveness. Thank you so much to a viewer who requested a meditation on forgiveness. So we're going to talk for just a few seconds on forgiveness and then move right into the meditation. Forgiveness is such a hard thing as humans for us to wrap our heads around. And in the counseling world, we often talk about it as the F word in many ways. Forgiveness is a process. And yet we all think that it's something that is required, that is a stepwise process, that we will all arrive at someday. And that when we arrive at this beautiful place called forgiveness, all will be revealed and feel beautiful in some way. The reality is, if most of us never fully forgive most things. And lots of times we can forgive something until we have been transgressed against before, something has happened that reminds us of that event, or if a person does a similar thing to us again, and immediately it is very, very difficult to forgive, and we've gone back into that place of realizing we haven't forgiven. There's all sorts of cliches around forgiveness, right? You can forgive, but you can't forget. And yet these things are so entangled in so many ways. And we can feel like we're failing, or that it's a prerequisite that we have to forgive in some way. And we don't. However, if we do land into this place of forgiveness, or as close to forgiveness as we can possibly get to, there is a sense of freedom with that it sets us free in many ways. And so I'd like to do just a little bit of a meditation around this, to just soothe the system and have the system be maybe a little bit more willing to edge further into forgiveness, if not fully embracing the idea of forgiveness. So I'd ask you to just close your eyes and settle into your breath, putting your feet flat on the floor. Feeling your seat on the chair. And start to settle into the breath. Feeling the breath moving up through your feet and through your body, up to the crown of your head, and then cascading back down. And pulling the breath up again from the feet to the crown of the head, down again. And I'm just going to read us some words of reflection as we settle into that breath. I forgive myself for things I have done. I ask forgiveness for things I have done. I will consider forgiving others. I embrace the unfolding process of forgiveness. I forgive myself for being unable to forgive. I forgive others for not being able to forgive. I invite forgiveness of myself and others if it is in my highest good. I acknowledge the pain I have experienced, and I send myself forgiveness and love. I release the parts of my suffering that are ready to be released. I invite forgiveness into my body, into my life, into an unfolding process. I can experience forgiveness. Just taking a nice big deep breath in, maybe letting it go with a sigh. Starting to flutter your eyes open, wiggling your fingers and toes. It might feel good to take a big stretch. And if you're someone who likes to journal, you might want to just make a few notes about how it felt to do that exercise. I encourage you to do that meditation as many times as possible, as forgiveness is very tender and takes a lot of time to unfold. I thank you so much for spending your time with me today. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe. This was a beautiful video that was a request from a viewer, and if you have any requests of your own, please leave them in the comments below. Take care, and we'll see you on the next video.